Hi, welcome to Trailers from Hell. I'm Mike Mendez. What do you get when you cross one of the most influential progressive rock bands, their iconic concept album, and an award-winning British filmmaker? Well, apparently you get a lot of disagreements, fights, and arguments. But you also get one of the most beautifully made, conceptually brilliant, and greatest rock operas ever made. Of course, I'm talking about Pink Floyd's The Wall. Let's check it out. The album The Wall is Pink Floyd's 11th studio album and was released in 1979 and went on to become one of the greatest selling albums of all time. A film adaptation had always been planned, but it was originally going to be live concert footage and animation sequences created by famed animator Gerald Scarfe. Alan Parker was originally brought on to be a producer, but after the concert footage was largely deemed unusable due to a technical malfunction, and the original director quit, Alan Parker stepped into the directing role. The project was rethought and then pitched as more of an experimental rock opera, which Roger Waters would write and star in. After a few ill-fated screen tests, the financiers felt Roger Waters was not a leading man and brought in an up-and-coming new wave artist named Bob Geldof, who was the lead singer of the Boomtown Rats. Geldof originally passed on the project as he was not a fan of Pink Floyd. He later came to his senses and did the film. The film is incredibly unique. There are sparse lines of dialogue, the story is mostly told through music. Its striking visuals feature reenactments of World War I, fascist dictator rallies, rock concerts, animated sequences, and symbolic and experimental imagery. This was MTV before there was an MTV. Alan Parker was light years ahead of his time. This film does a beautiful job of telling a very personal story of heartbreak, excess, and alienation. With very few spoken words, The Wall explores profound issues such as the loss of a parent at a young age, the results of having an overprotective mother, divorce, and the slow decline into madness. It's pretty grim stuff, and that apparently was one of the major problems with the creatives behind the scenes. Waters thinks the movie is too depressing, and there's not enough humor in the film. Parker refers to it as the world's most expensive student film. Pink Floyd guitarist and founding member David Gilmour feels the film is the least successful adaptation of the album, and the animation director Gerald Scarfe doesn't understand what people see in it. This is a crying shame, I feel, because the movie is brilliant, visually stunning, emotionally devastating, all scored by one of the greatest rock albums of all time. The creators also look back at the filming of the movie as a difficult and draining experience. Gerald Scarfe once said he had a bottle of Jack Daniels in his car because he needed a hit before walking onto set every morning. One of the saddest things about this film is because the creators do not like it, it's been long out of print. No Blu-ray, no streaming. With the film's 40th anniversary coming, I'm hopeful we can get a 4K Blu-ray we all deserve. Pink Floyd's The Wall is not a movie you watch, it's a movie you experience.